Something strange started happening a few days ago. A short teaser appeared online, and it quickly grabbed the attention of the drone community. A wide, sweeping perspective that looked like it could capture everything around it. That alone made people curious. Everyone started guessing what this drone could be. But there was another question quietly building in the background. How much will it cost? Many people started wondering if this could be one of the most expensive drones yet. Not long after that mysterious teaser, another video was released. This time, the company finally revealed the name, DJI Avata 360. The mystery was gone, and the message became clearer. Along with the name, they shared a powerful tagline, "Above it all, see it all." According to the teaser and recent reports, this drone is being described as an 8K flagship 360-degree drone. If the leaks are accurate, it will support 8K resolution when recording full 360-degree footage. Lower resolution modes will likely also be available for users who want smaller files or longer recording times. That idea alone could change how aerial filming works. With a traditional drone, the pilot must constantly think about camera angles during flight. But a 360-degree capture system records everything around the drone, allowing creators to choose their framing later while editing. In simple terms, you fly first and decide the shot afterward. For content creators, that flexibility opens a completely new style of storytelling. Another interesting rumor suggests the camera may not be limited to only 360 capture. Instead, users might be able to switch between full spherical recording and a more traditional forward-facing camera mode. That means the drone could work both as an immersive 360 camera and as a normal FPV filming drone. This dual-style approach could make it appealing to a much wider group of creators. Under the hood, the drone is expected to include the latest O4 video transmission system, which should provide stronger and clearer signal performance. Some rumors even mention possible 4G backup connectivity, which could add an extra layer of signal stability. On the safety side, leaks suggest upgraded obstacle sensing that may include LiDAR and multiple sensors designed to help the drone detect objects more accurately during flight. Compatibility also appears to be a big focus. The drone is expected to work with Goggles N3 for immersive flying. It may also support the RC Motion 3 controller, allowing pilots to control the drone with motion-based gestures. For those who prefer a traditional remote, the RC2 controller is also expected to be supported. Then there is the question that has been building since the first teaser, the price. Official pricing hasn't been confirmed yet, but leaked listings shared by drone insider Jasper Ellens suggest the base drone could start around €459. A Fly More combo with the RC2 controller has appeared at about €939, while a Motion Fly More combo that includes RC Motion 3 and Goggles N3 is listed at the same €939 price point. A premium bundle including Goggles N3 and the RC2 controller could reach around €1,159. Accessories are also listed, including a €79 intelligent flight battery, a €21 replacement lens kit, and propellers priced around €9. If those numbers turn out to be accurate, the Avata 360 could become one of the most affordable entry points into 360-degree aerial filmmaking. The official launch is already scheduled for March 26th, and reports suggest another teaser could arrive on March 12th, possibly revealing a clearer look at the drone itself. As that date gets closer, more details and leaks are expected to appear. But in the end, everything circles back to the same tension that started with the very first teaser: a mysterious drone, a completely new filming perspective, and a price that could determine whether this bold idea becomes the next big thing in aerial creation. A new front image leak of the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro has given us one of the clearest looks yet at DJI's upcoming compact camera. The image was shared by trusted DJI leaker Igor Bogdanov and clearly shows the dual camera module on the front of the device. While there have been several leaks over the past 2 months, this new photo stands out because of its clarity and detail. It confirms that the Pocket 4 Pro will feature a noticeably different design compared to previous rumors. The dual camera layout is now clearly visible. The upper camera module appears to be a telephoto lens, while the lower module is a wide-angle lens. This setup is different from what many expected. Earlier rumors suggested it might look similar to the gimbal system on the DJI Air 3S, but that does not seem to be the case. It also does not match the upcoming Insta360 Luna dual camera design. DJI seems to be taking its own approach with a more compact and vertically aligned lens system. This is not the first time we have seen this design. On February 5, 2026, an earlier image showed a similar setup, but that photo was less clear. Now, with improved image quality and AI enhancements, the details look sharper and more realistic. The latest image gives more confidence that this is close to the final production model. The new leak also shows the Pocket 4 Pro placed next to what appears to be the upcoming standard version of the camera, which is expected to launch on March 26th. In the image, both cameras are positioned between two smartphones that look like the iPhone 17 Pro. This comparison gives a better idea of the size. Even with the dual camera system, the Pocket 4 Pro still appears compact and portable. From the image, it is clear that the top lens is designed for telephoto zoom. The bottom lens handles wide-angle shots. This dual lens system is expected to provide 2x to 4x optical zoom. With optical zoom instead of just digital zoom, users should get sharper and more detailed footage when zooming in. This could solve one of the biggest limitations of the previous Pocket models, which had limited zoom capability. Rumored specifications suggest that the Osmo Pocket 4 Pro will feature a dual CMOS sensor setup with a 50-megapixel primary sensor and a secondary telephoto or ultra-wide lens. Video capabilities are expected to be impressive. The camera may support 6K recording at up to 60 frames per second and 4K at up to 240 frames per second for slow motion. It is also rumored to support 10-bit D-Log-M color profiles, which would give creators more flexibility when color grading their footage. The camera is also expected to include a 3-axis mechanical gimbal with Active Track 7.0 AI for better subject tracking. Multi-subject locking could make it easier for vloggers and filmmakers to keep moving subjects in focus. A larger, rotating touchscreen, gesture and voice controls, and a physical zoom dial are also rumored features. These additions would improve usability and make the camera more creator-friendly. The DJI Neo 2 brings impressive upgrades, but there are several important realities buyers should understand before purchasing. DJI claims up to 19 minutes of battery life, but this figure does not reflect real-world flying conditions. In actual use, especially with wind, quick direction changes, and more aggressive stick inputs, flight time typically drops to around 11 to 12 minutes. Expecting the full 19 minutes can easily lead to disappointment. Because of this shorter real-world performance, most users will need extra batteries for comfortable shooting sessions. Some pilots may even consider aftermarket batteries to extend practical usage time. Short battery cycles also mean frequent landings and relaunching, which changes the overall flying rhythm. Before flying, each individual battery requires a separate firmware update. Skipping this step can cause recognition issues or inconsistent performance. This is something many new users may overlook during initial setup. The base model relies on a Wi-Fi connection with your phone unless you purchase the optional digital link module. Without that module, range is limited compared to higher-tier drones. The digital link module comes at an additional cost if you want longer transmission distance, compatibility with the RC2 controller, or support for goggles. Many buyers may not immediately realize that the full experience costs more than the base drone price, which increases the total investment. Obstacle sensing is not full surround coverage. It is primarily forward-facing. This means you still need full situational awareness while flying. The drone can struggle in environments with harsh shadows or reflective glass surfaces. While tracking performance is very good for its size and class, it is not perfect in every situation. Fast or complex movements can occasionally cause tracking loss. Gesture controls are available, but they can feel awkward and unreliable at first. The system requires multiple sessions before it becomes consistent. It is not something that feels perfectly natural right out of the box. For users upgrading from the original Neo, the difference is significant. However, if you purchase the first version late in its life cycle, the large improvement gap might create regret. The new model clearly moves forward in capability, making the older version feel outdated quickly. Prop guards are useful, especially for indoor or tight space flying, but they slightly reduce outdoor performance. Some pilots prefer flying without them to maintain better efficiency and responsiveness. However, removing prop guards increases risk in confined areas. If you expected the Neo 2 to fully replace higher-end drones like the DJI Mini, DJI Air, or DJI Mavic, that expectation needs adjustment. It is not designed for long, continuous cinematic flights or heavy professional long-range shooting missions. Wind handling is strong for its compact size, but it still cannot match larger drones in stability or endurance.